welcome back to Stupid Mansion. Today is not a house video, so I'm sorry if that's what you're expecting, but I also have other interests, one of which is old medical stuff and oddities and I don't know, if you've watched my curiosity cabinet video, basically I'm really into like old medical stuff. So that's what this video is. My dad and I have been going to auctions together the last few weeks. It's something that he's always been doing and I've gone with him a few times. But like the last few weeks, it's kind of become our thing, which is fun. We've had a blast, and last weekend, we actually went to one that was at a family medical practice. So obviously I was very excited because I saw this in the photos of the auction and I was like, okay, cool, like this to me is worth going for. So we went, and it was way better than expected because there were 28 bidders total, and I would say out of those 28, maybe only 8 people were bidding on things. So there were a few things that ended up actually going for way above what I wanted, and then there were other things that I was just like, oh my gosh, you guys, I made out like a bandit. So I posted a tiny peek in my Instagram stories and a bunch of people requested a haul video. I've never done a haul video. I don't normally get hauls of things, but this is truly a haul. This is an old medical stuff haul. So I don't know when the next time I'll ever luck out like this again is. So yeah, let's record this. I wanna go through this and show you all the cool stuff I got. From the auction, I actually came home with 2 boxes of miscellaneous stuff, just like random stuff, a lot of things. And when we got back to my dad's house, my dad and I sat in the driveway and sorted through and looked through all the stuff, and I made one big box of the stuff that I wanted to keep. So that's what this is. I have not looked at it in a few days, so if you see me reacting to these things in a super excited manner, it is true. I am truly like, I forget what's in here and I'm very excited about it. Klaus is being so noisy, aren't you, puppy? I guess we'll start with what I went for. This is what I went to the auction for. I'm gonna turn on this other camera. It is just a hip. I have some similar things to this and I really wanted this one. Nobody was actually bidding on this. And the other pieces that were in the same room were this brain, which goes like this, and there's one more thing. I don't know where it is off the top of my head, it's in here buried. This, and another piece all came in one lot because nobody was bidding on it. So I got all 3 pieces for $2, which is just, if you know the price of like medical model stuff, like that is such a good deal. So obviously I was over the moon about that. That was the first thing that we won at the auction that day, so it was a good start. So the rest of this stuff, I don't even know where to begin. I'm just gonna start digging in and showing you some of the cool stuff that we got. So tuning forks, I actually didn't know what these were, and I put them in my discard pile. So basically it was, I went through things, then my dad went through them and kept what he wanted, and then our next door neighbor Larry, he went through them. So these were in my discard pile, and then my dad was like, you don't want these? And I was like, I don't know what they are, I think they're broke. They're tuning forks, so give them a little tap and then, can you hear that? I don't know, but I have 2 different frequencies. I think they're really cool. I'd like to make a little base for them. I think that would be neat. Okay, I'm like bummed that I'm getting to one of my favorite things like right off the bat, but I've got 2 of these. These are tests for color blindness, and one of them is from 1960 and the other is 1982. So they come in those cool little cases, and then whoop, and then they just have the charts. But I just think it's so cool. Like they're plates and they're printed. I don't know. It's like this is art. Yeah, and they both have their booklets and stuff. I think these are really cool. I got this alcohol bottle and this alcohol bottle. This one's plastic. This one is glass. I don't Don't know what I'm gonna do with these. I just really, really liked the font. I thought it was like very old school medicine, which I thought was neat. So I don't know. I just like these. This one's even cracked, but I just think they're neat. Ooh, yeah. So I got some really cool pipettes. Don't know what I'm gonna do with these or how I will display them, but I just think they're really cool. There's 2 of them in this box. Are they the same? I didn't even open this one. Yep, they're the same. Really cool. Yankee USA, 5 milliliters. I really like pipettes. I really like anything that's glass, basically. I don't remember what this is. Oh, trach tubes. Don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I don't know, I couldn't throw them away. I'm sure I'll find some cool way to display them. So actually, right now, my curiosity cabinet is quite full. So I've been kind of like, what am I gonna do with all this stuff? I wanna find a cool way to display it. Have you ever been to the, what is that place called in New Orleans? The pharmacy museum? That place, I want my house to look like that, basically. So I need some cool ways to display things. And I was originally thinking that maybe I could just turn my laundry room into my own little museum. But then it hit me that I could also do the bathroom, the half bath downstairs, in some sort of like cool museum style. So it's off of the kitchen and it's the one that guests normally use. Right now it's like bare drywall, but like drywall from like the 60s, so it's like weird. So I'm gonna have to redo that room, and I have big plans to make it kind of like dark and moody. So I think it would be really cool if I was able to like get some like glass cabinet in there and like just display this stuff, and then that way you have something to look at while you poop. So I got a buttload of tools, like more than we had a small collection of tools to begin with, but yeah. We have some Euroscreen. This is a test for urinary tract infections. Listen, I don't know what I'm gonna do with 40 urinary tract infection things, but they're so cool because they're in these little glass containers that you pee in. It actually says to catch it midstream, and you add 2 milliliters of urine up to the line, shake to dissolve reagent, incubate for 4 hours, and then if you have a pink-red liquid, it is positive. They still have the stuff in them. So going back to bathroom medical museum, I feel like this is a funny thing to put in the bathroom medical museum. I don't know, I like the box. How do you, I don't know. Listen, I don't know why I like this stuff. You don't have to comment on it. I have some pure Moxa rolls for mild moxibustion. I looked this up because I didn't know what it was, and my dad's neighbor, who is like the smartest man I've ever met, also did not know what it was. So basically it is just like, they're a little like, okay, I know somebody's gonna be like, wrong. They're like little incense things that you like burn on your skin for like meditation or like medical purposes. I don't know, they smell kind of good though. So we have this thing, which is a dial-a-therm. Guessing something goes in it, like little tubes. This comes up. Just kind of, I like the way it looks. Okay, we have some ethyl chloride for local and general anesthesia, strictly chemically pure. Okay, best of all, it's actually still in here, and it's in there. So I feel like this is really cool looking, like by itself. So I'm thinking that when I display it, I'll display it with the box closed and then like that on top of it, just so you can see it. I don't know, I just think that would be so cool to display. So this is an ear piercing gun. I think that if you're gonna get your ears pierced, you should go to a professional piercer because these things damage your earlobes and it's really gross to use something that somebody else has already, I don't know. But it is a cool looking little thing. And I like that it's in the packaging. It even has, they even saved the offer for physicians only for a 30-day trial to, oh, this is for disposable ones, which I actually have. Yeah, I have the disposable ones here. I told my dad that he was really lucky that the grandkids weren't over when him and I were going through the boxes because they would have made him pierce his ears. They have earrings loaded in them too. I'm very curious about these. I have 3 boxes of them. Don't know why I need them. Can't get rid of them. They're gonna look cool in a display case. This is like a thermo caddy. This is all that I have that goes with it, but I really liked this text here and I thought that maybe I could figure out some way to display something else in it. We have a skin staple extractor in its autoclave package. I actually have a whole bunch of stuff still in its autoclave packaging, which is funny because some of them, they had the date on them and they were like autoclaved in the 60s. So here's a whole bunch of like tools that are fresh, clean, autoclaved, but autoclaved like 50 years ago. I'll probably end up taking them out of their packaging to display them, but for now they stay in there. I got this, I feel like there should be a word for this, like the advertising stuff that pharmaceutical companies send to doctors to advertise. Don't necessarily love that sort of stuff, but I did think that this giant pill was pretty cool. It is not only, it's very heavy, but it also, you can store stuff in it. So, I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. I think that will look cool displayed. I've got a stethoscope, of course. Every collection needs one. The auction, like I said, was going really slow. The auctioneer was getting a little bit frustrated because nobody was really bidding on anything. So it was just going slow. This one box is the one that we found at the very end. I was waiting on a piece of furniture that I wanted and my dad was still like browsing around the basement and he was like, you gotta come see this, you gotta come see this. So I go over there and he shows me this metal case here. Okay, lifeline syringe holder, and you push the button down and it holds syringes, which I think is just like the coolest thing I own right now. And it actually has the glass syringes in it. So anyway, this was like the last box we stayed for. It was quite near the end of the auction. Got the whole box for $2. And I think this alone is worth like, I don't know. Not that I care how much things in my collection are worth, but it is always interesting to, you know, think what things are worth. Especially medical stuff is like really expensive. I know that I talked about this before in one of my curiosity cabinet videos, but like dentures and stuff that are used go for a lot of money. This stuff is worth something, even though it's super weird. And of course I wouldn't pay like full price for it, but listen, I made out like a bandit. Oh, this one was fun. So right here we have 20 cc's interchangeable syringe. These are syringes, glass syringes in their packaging. Yeah, the glass syringes are something that I'm very excited about. I didn't own any syringes before this, and I think glass syringes are just so beautiful and like spooky. Yeah, so I actually have some needles too, which are quite terrifying. These are actually really short. I have some other ones in here that are just like, ugh. So yeah, there's 3 of them in this box. I think that's super cool. I'll probably leave those in their packaging, although the packaging does look a little bit moldy, so probably not actually. We have 2 sizes of recessitubes. One is pediatric size. Once again, I just really like this packaging. I think that if it were in, if it weren't in packaging, I probably wouldn't be interested, but the packaging makes it for me. I have a box of dispo pipettes, which I'm gonna assume is disposable. So, I don't know, I just think they're cool. They're glass, they're super fragile. I like the noise they make. And I like that they're in a box. I think that's a great box. Some random tools. I've got this box here, which is, what is it called? A Very case. It's so simple, for the right angle. So basically it's just like a little thing that pops up like this so that your tools are like available. And it has some, these are glass slides in here. And we have a rusty razor blade. Some cool little pokey sticks. I just can't resist packaging. Like if it's in its box, it's so cool. Hey, Professor. Hey, bud. Bonk. Bonk. Oh, you singing? Let's see, we have an empty bottle. I just thought it was a cool bottle. We have some hydrogen peroxide. I think it's mostly empty. Uh-oh, this camera's gonna die over here. I just really, really liked the label. I don't know, I think that's definitely a cool display piece. I took a handful of these. There were a bunch more, but I don't need a bunch more. So this is an allergy skin test guide. Yeah, I don't really know what to do with that, but it's cool looking. I really love this book. So this is Webster's Medical Speller. It is literally just a like not a dictionary, it's just literally how to spell different words that a doctor might use. I just think the book is so cool though. 1 dozen stainless hypodermic needles will not rust, tarnish, or corrode. Once again though, like this packaging is so good. Another little box full of needles, or not needles, well there is a needle in there actually, of syringes. And here is the absolutely not terrifying at all needle. I don't know how well you can see that. The puppy's big. So this whole box right here, as you can see, is fragile syringes. And oh, they're just so good. They're wrapped up like this, which I think is so cool. And they are so beautiful. So yeah, this is just syringes and oh, they're so pretty. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Here is another needle. It spans the length of this tube. This is a really, really cool way to display this, and I like it because it feels safe. I'm not just gonna accidentally poke myself with a gross old needle. Got a bunch of charts here. I don't know what to do with this, but I really love the charts. Oh, what did that say? Oh, that's just because this was handed out by a, it's compliments of Prevacid. I have the Aztec Zone Calculator for asthma technology for today and tomorrow. More pipettes. Love them, I think they're so pretty. Adams, USA. Once again, not really sure how to display them, but love them. A tonometer, tonometer, a little bit corroded, but I think we can clean it up nice. And of course, as I keep saying, I love the case. A few more odds and ends here. I like that these ones are like lumpy. Everyone's favorite tool, speculum. This is missing a little screw. I'm sure we can find something so it doesn't have the full impact right now since it doesn't properly work, but we'll get that put back together. Definitely a cool cabinet piece. Something I'm very excited about. For Christmas, Jeff got me this bottle that said urine specimen bottle, and I just loved it. It was my favorite present. I'd never seen anything like it, and then what happens? I buy 4 of them. More tools. That's about that. Put that back there. I got this chart. I love a medical chart. The prostate. I have this box, which isn't very much left in here. So a syringe holder. This was the other thing that I went to the auction for. So I got that, this, and the brain. $2. Awesome. So this box right here is all these clinical symposia. They're just like doctor books. I don't know. Anyway, the illustrations in them are so good. Like, I really love this. I'm not sure what I will do with them, especially because I have a whole box of them and I don't do like collage work or anything like that. So I guess maybe, I don't know. They could be cool like bathroom reading, maybe like in a basket on the back of the toilet. Okay, the more I talk about this, the more I'm loving this like bathroom museum idea that I have going on. But like, I don't know, these illustrations really, really, really get me. Ooh, ooh. He's got his finger in that baby's leg. So thank you for joining me. That was probably the best auction I'll ever go to. That was very exciting. Like, this was way more than I ever expected to come home with. Maybe like 8 years ago, I went to a doctor's estate sale and I came home with like 4 things and I was still just like over the moon about it. So to come home with this is like just mind-blowing. There's so much cool stuff in here and there are so many pieces that I think are alone worth what I paid total for everything. Do you want to guess how much I paid for all this? Leave a comment below what you think I got all this for. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed looking at all my weird crap. I'm really, really excited to start my bathroom museum. That will definitely be a while. I know I say this like all the time about like, oh, this will be the last room I do. But the bathroom really probably will be the last room I do just because we do have to hang new drywall and I have so many other like big projects that I want help on that asking for help to do a bathroom just seems unnecessary at the moment. But who knows what I'll get into this winter when I'm stuck in the house. So maybe bathroom museum will be coming sooner than I think. But that's gonna be really, really cool. Especially with all this stuff. This packaging though. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.